Okay, this is lesson 49 for 8th grade, and today we're talking about rate problems and solving them with proportions and equations. So this is going to tie into what we were talking about in lesson 48, and also the lessons where we use the ratio table. So we'll get into that. We know that rates, such as miles per gallon or miles per hour, can be written as ratios, and we'll see that here on this first slide. So a ratio, or rate is a ratio of two measures. For example, speed is a rate of a ratio of distance to time. Okay. So they give an example here of the average speed of 50 miles per hour. So this is 50 miles per hour means in 1 hour you're going to go 50 miles. Okay. If we keep up with that speed and we're constant with it, we're going to go 100 miles in 2 hours. And if we're still consistent with it, we're going to go 3 hours, we'll get 150 miles, and in 4 hours we'll go 200 miles. All of these reduce down to our unit rate. The unit rate is how far you're going to go in 1 hour, or basically, your per hour example. So if we were looking at, okay, you go 200 miles in 4 hours, what's your unit rate? Your unit rate is when you reduce this down to 50 miles per hour. How far you're going to go per 1 hour, or how many miles you get per gallon, how much you get paid per hour. So that's the unit rate. We've brought that up before, and today we're going to say that all of these are proportional because they all reduce down to this unit rate. So we can say that we may solve rate problems two ways: with proportions, like we've been doing, or by multiplying by this unit rate. And we're going to see both of those today. Okay. So, for instance, this example, if 6 books weigh 15 pounds, how much would 20 books weigh? Well, this is one thing that we've seen, a table we could use. We have the books, and we've got weight in pounds. Case 1, we've got 6 books, and we know that they weigh 15 pounds. And in case 2, we have 20 books, but we don't know how much they weigh. So we could set it up like this. This would be the proportion way to do it. Then we have a nice little proportion. So 6 over 15 equals 20 over P. And what we can do is we can cross multiply. We can go 15 times 20. And then divide by the one opposite our letter, or diagonal our letter, sorry. So we'll divide by 6. So that would give us the weight here. Okay. The other way we could do it is to figure out the unit rate first. Oops. Sorry about that. I want to see this. Okay, so that's the way to do it with proportions. Now they bring up this question. If 6 books weigh 15 pounds, same thing, what is the unit rate? Okay, so doing it this way, I'm going to do it on my calculator here. 15 times 20 is 300, and we're going to divide that by 6, and we should know that that's 50. Okay, so here we get 50 pounds. Right here. Okay. Alright. So that's how we did it that way. Okay. With the proportions. Now they're saying, let's figure out the unit rate. What is the pound, or what is the weight per book, is what we're looking for. So we want, we can take either of these. 20 pounds, or 20 books is 50 pounds, or 6 books is 15 pounds. We'll probably use this one. But we want pounds per book, basically. So that's 15 pounds per 6 books. We want we want the weight per one book. So we're looking for this per one book. What we can do here is we could cross multiply divide 15 times 1 divided by 6, or we can just say 15 divided by 6 will give us our answer. 6 goes in there twice. 2 times 6 is 12. Subtract, we'll add our decimal. Add a decimal there. Subtract, add a 0. Drop that. 6 goes into 35 times. Subtract. Okay. So 2.5. Okay. 2.5 pounds per book. Alright. So then if we use that rate, the unit rate, we can figure out the same answer to this question this way. It now asks, what is the weight of 20 books? Well, we know that one book is 2.5, so we just multiply it times 20. Now, so 0, 10, 0, 4. Add those. We get 5, move your decimal over one space, and we still get 50 pounds for 20 books. Okay, so we still get 50 pounds for 20 books. Alright, now it says for the last part here, come up with an equation how to find the weight of a book knowing the number of books that you have. So W is our weight. And we know that each book is 2.5 pounds. So if we multiply that times the number of books we have, we should get our weight. So W equals 2.5 times 10. Okay. So, along examples just to show you that both ways work. And you can do whichever one's more comfortable for you. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Julio is riding in a 50-kilometer bike race. He passed the 15-kilometer mark in 27 minutes. If he continues to ride at that same rate, what will be his time for the whole race? Okay. We once again have two options here. We could figure out his unit speed, or figure out his kilometers per minute. Or we could set up a table. So it doesn't really matter, we can do either one. I'm going to go ahead and choose the table route. Let's say we've got kilometers and minutes. And we've got our rate and our actual. Alright, so let's take a look at this here. I like this because if you're not sure what to do, it's kind of easier to fill in some things here, and then you can kind of see where they're going. Alright, so here's what we know. He's actually gone 15 kilometers, and he did that in 27 minutes. Now, he is going to go 50 kilometers. Okay. So we want to figure out how much time 50 kilometers. Oh, maybe I put these in the wrong spot. I think this would be better off here. He's done 15 kilometers in 27 minutes, and he's actually going to be going 50. So how long is that going to take? Alright. Sorry if that was confusing. So now we've got 15 over 27 equals 50 over x. So we could do cross multiply divide. If we wanted to, 50 times 27 equals, or divided by 15 should give us our time. I'm going to double check this on my calculator, make sure we're on the right track here. 50 times 27 divided by 15. Okay, so it says that X would be 90 minutes. Or 1.5 hours. Okay? Now, I'm going to get the unit rate and see if that makes sense. I'm going to do 27, or, yeah, let's do kilometers per minute. So 15 divided by 27. And then we're going to multiply that times 50. No, that's not right. We want minutes per kilometer. That makes more sense. I did it backwards the first time. Alright, so... Okay, so 15... that's why I did it that way. Okay, it's 15 kilometers and 27 minutes. Okay, either way, it does work out this way. It should take him 90 minutes or 1.5 hours to get that far. Okay? Yeah, I would use the table for that one. Okay, now they're saying, what is his rate in kilometers per minute? So, looks like it would be, check my book here real quick, just to make sure we're on the right track. I gotta check my time too. We're getting there. Alright. So, kilometers per minute is what we're looking for. We want to write an equation that relates his distance to his time riding. We can do that. Okay. So, rate in kilometers per minute. So, kilometers per minute is what we're looking for. We want kilometers per 1 minute. So, we want 1 minute. We're looking for this. And we know that he can do, let's take 50 kilometers in 90 minutes. Alright? So, really what we're going to do is say, okay, let's reduce this fraction. We've got 50 kilometers in 90 minutes. That reduces to 5 kilometers in 9 minutes. But what we really want to do is get this down to how many kilometers in 1 minute. So we want to do 9 divided by 5, or 5 divided by 9. Alright, so you're going to do 9 goes into 50 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. Subtract, we're going to 0 down 50. Alright, we're going to keep getting 5s there. So, it looks like it's about a little over half a mile per, no, not half a mile. Half a kilometer. Yep. So 5 kilometers in 9 minutes. Okay, so the best way to represent it would probably be 5 kilometers in 9 minutes. Alright. Let's see if they did that the same way. Looks like they did. And, oh, our equation that we can write is okay. Equations out the other part. Equation that relates Julio's distance to time riding. Okay. So distance to time, well, we've got 5 over 9. So we can do distance equals 5/9 times time. Alright. So depending on what time he is riding, we can put that in here and it should give us a distance. So that should work out. Alright. This one I confused with unit rate. That's why I was a little lost there. That was my fault. We didn't find the unit rate because that would be minutes per, or how many kilometers per 1 minute. And that's what I did here. But that's not what they were asking for. They just wanted to know a rate, and it reduced down to 5 kilometers in 9 minutes. Okay. So they didn't ask for the unit rate, they just wanted a rate. And that's why I was a little confused, and I apologize for that. So hopefully that's okay. But come tomorrow, we'll fix that up, and we'll talk more about this. Thanks.